Dude, what is this theory video for Digital Circus? Caine forced JAX to press the button? I didn't even think of that. Dude, okay. We've been going down the Digital Circus rabbit hole for a minute. I want to hear what Bliplop has to say about this. I kind of found this channel randomly a day or two ago, and it's been just kind of a banger with some of these theory videos. So let's see what he has to say about it and our thoughts. Let's get right into it.
Okay, so episode 7 just revealed something absolutely insane that nobody's talking about. And it completely changes everything we thought we knew about JAX in that red button moment. Because what looked like JAX sabotaging everyone's escape, that wasn't actually JAX's choice at all.
I was so pissed off. You guys remember that? I was so pissed off. I screamed. I was like, what are you doing? Oh, man, I got to go for that clip, man. I was so done with life. I don't know why I thought they was going to be able to escape in 7 episodes. I don't know. Anyways.
Choice at all. Stay with me because this gets dark. So let's rewind to the biggest moment of the episode. The circus members finally get their chance to escape. Red button means stay. Blue button means freedom. And in the most tense moment of the entire series, JAX does the unthinkable. He presses red. He chooses to keep everyone trapped. But here's what everyone's missing. That decision wasn't made by JAX. It was made by Caine. Now I know that sounds crazy, but the evidence is literally everywhere.
No. See, I don't. I might not agree with this video already. I don't know. We'll see. Wait, actually, hold on a second. Didn't JAX say that Caine has the ability to mess with their minds? Coercion could be a thing.
In this episode. And it all starts at the very beginning with JAX alone in his room. We see him staring at that photo of Kaufmo and Gummigoo, his abstracted friends. And this isn't just sadness anymore. This is a serious mental breakdown. We're watching JAX become dangerously vulnerable. And that vulnerability, that's exactly what Caine needed. Because then we see something we've never seen before. JAX starts hallucinating. Full unconsciousness shifts. And the scariest part, he sees Gummigoo's hands reaching toward him. Those creepy frog hands slowly extending in the darkness.
That was crazy.
Now remember where Gummigoo is right now. He's abstracted. He's gone. So why is JAX seeing his hands specifically? This isn't random. The show creators are telling us something crucial here. But here's where it gets interesting. After the other characters pull JAX out of his room and give him a mission, something changes. He starts acting normal again. He's got that spark back. He's making jokes, causing trouble, being the JAX we know. For a brief moment, he feels useful. He feels like he matters. And that's all JAX really needs, to feel like he's important to someone. Except then Zooble tears him down. She questions everything he does. She doesn't trust him. And just like that.
Of course you can't. Like, have you seen them talk? Yeah, it makes sense.
The spark disappears. JAX goes back to being empty, drained. In every previous adventure, he was the first one rushing forward, looking for something interesting.
Yeah,
but now, he's completely checked out. The troublemaker we love is gone, and this is the mental state JAX is in when they reach Caine's office. Now pay attention to what happens next, because this is crucial. JAX goes into Caine's office, and something happens that we don't see. When he comes out, he's even worse, completely broken.
He must have seen something. I think those globes in the room made him reminded him of some very terrible memories. Aren't these globes based off of the worlds that have been, like, the games they've played in these worlds? Not just him, not just the current group, but, like, past groups as well, right?
Even worse, completely broken. And then right before the button choice, we see JAX experiencing another attack. He's seeing flashes of the real world, fragments of his human life. And these aren't happy memories. They're dark, uncomfortable.
It just looks like he's just driving, though. What happened?
Pushing him toward fear. So when the choice finally comes, JAX is at his absolute lowest point. And he presses red. Everyone's shocked. They think he just destroyed their only chance at freedom. But then Caine reveals the truth. It was all fake. The whole escape plan was just another adventure. And watch JAX's reaction carefully. He's not upset that they're still trapped. He's laughing because he was right all along. But then JAX says something that changes everything. You got in my head. You can mess with our minds too, can't you? And look at Caine's reaction. He starts glitching, shaking, literally panicking because JAX just exposed him.
Yeah, I remember that scene. Yo, all things considered, bro, JAX is really smart. He instantly knew what was happening and was able to figure it out. I don't think Caine expected that. Then again, JAX was the only one experiencing this trauma. So you're telling me that as part of the adventure... Hold on a second, bro. Okay, so hear me out here. A big part of Caine's character is that he always wants to create, he's always trying to make the cast of the circus. He really wants them to enjoy his adventures. He wants to make them better. He specifically mentions the Zubul and the Pomni, which I haven't figured out why specifically yet. They might be the two newest ones, I don't know, of the group. But he really cares about that a lot. It feels like this adventure, he's put the most effort and care into trying to make an adventure as awesome as possible, in his opinion, right? But I think he went too far with the psychological manipulation here. Now, I have a suspicion this isn't his first time doing that for this purpose. But if he's able to use flashbacks from the real lives of everybody and implant them in, bring them to the surface, it does say something about his ability to do that. First of all, it says that not everybody there, they still have memories or fragments of memories from their past life. They're just locked away somehow, and Caine has access to at least some of them at any time. Which is why, and I think he uses that information like many companies and websites do to get information about customers who travel to the website to send them the right ads they think they would want. In that fashion, he's using their memories to craft these adventures. Obviously without their permission. You know, you can't turn cookies off in that case. You know what I mean? It's definitely led to abstractions in the past, for sure. This is probably how Jax's friends lost their lives or got abstracted, because he went too far. And the thing that scares me the most is that I don't think it takes 1 or 2 times doing this to somebody to completely make them lose it and become abstracted. I think it requires multiple sessions of this, which means the scariest thing is he's been messing with JAX a lot before the events of this circus for some reason. Probably with benign intentions, but with devastating results. Because he's the only one out of the group that is closest to abstraction. So this is probably the after effects of previous instances of him messing with people's fragments and memories, right? I would imagine if I suddenly had a memory that I didn't know I had for years, seemingly for years, and then it would screw me up too. Like, where is this coming from? What's going on? Is that me? What am I doing? Where is this? You know what I mean? That makes sense. And that's just if once that happens. Right? This is like deja vu to infinity. So anyway, we know that Caine has the ability to access the fragmented memories of other people freely, even though they don't have access to those memories from their past. We know this, also, that he also has access to even his own, although not all of it, because he would instantly know what they were. We're talking about the pictures here in that scene when he was at dinner with Jax. Those are obviously his fragmented memories. Either he found them without permission and doesn't know what they are, what they're for, what to do with them. But he's definitely super intrigued by it. It's like he says something about those images that calls to him. But I don't know if he knows they're fragmented memories. You know what I mean? I don't know if they know that it's his. I don't know if he knows that. Anyways.
Caine admits he can add temporary modifiers to make adventures more interesting, but Kinger pushes.
He doesn't establish how he's able to create those modifiers. He doesn't establish that. He doesn't want to tell the truth. He doesn't want to tell them that he knows about who they really are.
But Kinger pushes further. He brings up Scratch, the first character who abstracted, and Caine completely loses it. So here's what actually happened. Caine needed someone to press the red button. He needed proof that the circus members don't actually want to leave, that they're better off staying. So he chose the most vulnerable character, JAX, someone already suffering from hallucinations and mental breakdowns, someone Caine could easily manipulate. And throughout the entire episode, Caine was inside Jax's head, pushing him, creating fear, showing him disturbing visions of the real world, making the digital circus seem safer by comparison. And when it came time to choose, Jax didn't press that button because of his own fear. He pressed it because Caine made him press it. Caine validated himself. He proved that his prisoners don't want freedom. But here's...
Does that sound like the actions of a person who has everything in control? It's a random question. Does Caine if Caine is willing to do that to someone to make people not want to leave, he created this elaborate scheme, if this is true, to make them feel like they can't leave in order to eventually make them accept and potentially enjoy staying with him? Right? If he did all that for that purpose, what does that say about how much control he actually has?
the terrifying part. This means Caine has been doing this the entire time. Every abstraction we've seen, Caine was involved. He knows who's getting weak. He knows who's vulnerable, and he pushes them over the edge. Think about what happened to Kofmo before he abstracted. His behavior changed. He became insufferable according to JAX. But what if that wasn't natural? What if Caine was in Kofmo's head too, driving him toward abstraction? And now he's doing the same thing to JAX. The hallucinations, the panic attacks, the mental deterioration. This is Caine's pattern, and episode 8 is going to be absolutely insane. So yeah, JAX didn't betray everyone by pressing that red button. He was manipulated by an AI that has complete control over their minds. And the scariest part? None of them are safe. Caine's main goal isn't to entertain them. It's something way darker. Drop your theories in the comments.
What do you guys think it is? Caine is using adventures, which are typically seen as forms of entertainment, for a secondary option, according for a true goal, a real goal, a darker goal. What do you guys think it is? I'm not sure, man. I'm honestly not sure. I have to think about it a little bit more.
Because this is only getting started.
1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000% JAX is going to abstract. Or start abstracting. Probably in episode 8 or 9. 100%. I truly believe that by the 9th episode, JAX would have either already abstracted or was very close to it, and somehow someone pulled him back from the edge. I truly believe this. And that abstraction attempt, I'm hoping, will reveal clues as to why they are there, and hopefully how they escape. That's what I truly believe. Because we need to know exactly what abstraction is. All right? I think it's more than just simply becoming crazy in the digital world. All right? You know what I mean? I think it's more than that. I'm not really sure what it is. I got to think about it more. I got to think about it more. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. I really, really do.
Okay.
I really do, guys. This was a great video. Very interesting. Got me thinking about stuff. Let me know your thoughts below, okay? Take care of yourself, and as always, stay jamming.